Hey guys, so I have a very exciting video for you guys, but first just a quick disclaimers before I start. First off, yes, I did color my hair yesterday. It is now pretty blonde. This is phase 1 of 2. The second phase I kind of want like a silvery ashy blonde. So this is what I have until then. And then also I did get a tapestry for the background of my videos. And yeah, so that's about it. That's all the disclaimers. But yes, so I am going to start learning Japanese. Why? Because I want to live in Japan. I'm just gonna throw it out there, and now I'm going to explain and tell you my story. And yeah, so if this video is a little long, that is why. I'm gonna try to keep my videos a little bit shorter from now on, except this video because this is like, it's an exciting video. Anyways, so first kind of as like an introduction as to why I came to this conclusion and what this is all about. So if you even watched my very first video on this Ericka Talks YouTube channel, you would know that I have always loved other cultures and traveling and seeing just the raw experience and culture of foreign languages. Or not foreign languages, foreign countries. And also, I always knew I wanted to study abroad, since in my like American mindset I was like, I'm gonna go somewhere that speaks English because that's convenient. So I was thinking like places like Australia or kind of like Europe, like London and you know, stuff like that. But recently I found out what my like dream is and what would be my dream job and what I'm going to aspire to do and what I want to do when I grow up, because I have never known up until just recently, which is very exciting. So if you can tell by my room, I mean you guys haven't seen a proper room tour, but I guess maybe you could a little bit guess by the tapestry, is that my room theme is Asian, kind of Eastern feel, like India, Japan, China, Korea, just Eastern in general. And this kind of reflects, you know, my love for that area, and especially lately, I'd say probably the past year, I've been interested in that side of the world. There wasn't like an aha moment, like I want to learn Japanese and go to Japan and live there. I didn't come to that conclusion just like right there, but there's things leading up to it. I'm not going to get into it because it doesn't really matter. But also, if you don't know about me, I am religious. I do believe in God, and just putting it out there. And I have been praying for many years as to what I should be when I grow up, and then lately having Him guide me. Just putting that out there. I'm not trying to like put religion on you, but I'm telling you my story. So if you like it or you don't, sorry, that's what happened. So, you know, whatever. So basically, I'm not sure if there's any more background I can give you because like I said, it's just been a building up moment as to me coming to this conclusion about Japan. And why I chose Japan, I love the culture there, and I've wanted to go there for a long time. I've also been wanting to go to like a million other places, so I mean it's nothing special in that sense. But there's just been a lot of inspiration is pretty much all that I can really think of. But it's just been a big leading up to this. So if you know anything about me, I'm very obsessive and addictive to things. So if I like something, I'm gonna push it, and like put all of my mind and effort into it. So I used to be like this with hamsters. If you don't know, I do have a hamster, but when I wanted a hamster, all I did was I watched YouTube videos on hamsters, and I researched and I'd go to Petco probably 3 times a week, just watch the hamsters, look at all the merchandise. I'm very obsessive like that. And so once I came to the conclusion of, you know what, Japanese. I studied. I know more about Japan than I've ever known in my entire life, and I know like hiragana, katakana, kanji, I know all that stuff like about the language, and I know about the culture and stuff, and I've been watching YouTube videos and Google searches and all this stuff about Japan. So just telling you, like, I know a lot, don't know enough because I could research for hours, but I'm just gonna tell you right now, the YouTubers that really helped me in this was Sharla in Japan, Kanadajin3, and pretty much those YouTubers, I can't say that word, YouTubers, I will link them down below. Seeing that was like, wow, this is actually possible. I forgot how I found out about them. I think I just googled like studying abroad in Japan, and they came up. So like I said, I will link both of them down below. Sharla in Japan really helped me, and then Kanadajin3, she's like a friend, so I watched some of her videos too. So go check them out. They're really cool. They didn't like sponsor me or anything. I know some people come up with crazy conclusions. I found them. They don't even know that I exist, so don't worry about that. So then I was like, well, I have to learn the language first. And so the first thing that I thought of was I'll go to college, and there's a few colleges in Minnesota that have like a Japanese program. So there's 3 that I know of. So I was like, I'll go to college, take Japanese in college, and then study abroad, and then take it from there, probably take college in Japan, and then possibly live there. In middle school, there's this camp that visited us when I was in Spanish, and they are called Concordia Language Villages. Again, they didn't sponsor me at all, so I don't want you guys to think that like I'm like sliding a sponsorship into this video. No one told me to make this video. I'm not getting, you know, paid or anything. This is just me, so don't think that some company is like, please mention me. So it's not, don't worry. All this stuff is like raw, like legit my opinion, and like I came about this myself. So there is this place in Minnesota called Concordia Language Villages, and I got emails from them all the time, and I never unsubscribed for some reason, and I was like, wait, they do languages. So what I did is I went on their website, and hallelujah, they had Japanese on it. And basically what it is, it's in Minnesota, it's in Moorhead, which is far away from where I live, but worth it. They have 1 week, 2 week, and 4 week programs where you go and it's full immersion. There's, for Japanese, there's senseis, and you change your money, well in my case it'd be into yen, and you stay in like kind of a village that's kind of decorated or architecturally like your area of the world, and they have a lot of choices. They have German, Swedish, Finnish, Spanish, German. I said German twice, I think. It doesn't matter, you can go on their website. So if you go for 4 weeks, you get high school credit if your high school allows it, and I will get to that in a second. I sat down and I was like, I want to go to this for 4 weeks long. I've never been to a camp in my life, and my grandma's like, let's sign you up, and I was like, oh. So then we waited for my mom to get home because I didn't want to just be like, bye mom, I'm going away for a month in the summer to a village. So we decided that, in fact, that I can go to this village, and I'm amazed that it just happens to be that it's in Minnesota and they happen to have Japanese, so that's amazing. But yeah, so I'm gonna go to that, and I was excited. I was like, great, I'll go to this camp for a month long, and I will see if I'm really interested in Japanese, and you know, because they teach to you Japanese a little bit there, and they also get into you like the culture aspect and all this stuff, the food, the money, the activities, stuff like that is all centered around Japan. So I was like, I'll go to this, really see if I'm interested in Japan before I like go to a college class and like study abroad, and I'm like, wait, I don't want to do this anymore. So this was a good like introduction into what I want, and I was like, it's perfect. And then my brain starts spinning again and doing the researching, and I was like, wait a second, I want to do more than that. So I really wanted to learn the language. If I'm going to live in Japan, I'd like to know what I'm saying. And since Japanese is like one of the hardest languages to learn, I was like, great, of course I get, you know, of course I want to go to Japan, which is like hard to learn, but it's okay. But so I really wanted to learn the language, and I don't want to get like Rosetta Stone. I'm not necessarily an online person. That would definitely be an option for me in a little bit, but to get introduced to it, I was like, Mom, this was later, obviously this wasn't like all in within an hour, this was like spread out. I was like, Mom, can I get a tutor? Can I get a tutor that's going to teach me Japanese, so that way when I go to this village, they can have like, you can have abilities throughout, like you could never know a Japanese word in your life, or you could be like fluent in Japanese, you're still gonna have fun at this camp. And so I was like, Mom, could I be tutored in Japanese, so that way I'll be able to get a head start, and the sooner I learn, the sooner I'll be more fluent, and the sooner I can go to Japan. And of course we sat down and talked about it, and so then I just Googled Japanese tutors near me, and I found this website. It's called like Wisance. I'll link that down below. I'll have all the links you need down below. Again, I'm not being sponsored, so I just want to make that clear. Sorry, my camera stopped recording for a second. So anyways, if I was talking fast, sorry about that. I talk fast when I'm excited, can you tell? Basically on this website, what you do is you get a list of tutors, and they have like a little description about them and what education they have and just kind of like a general overview, and you can message them. And I also clicked the box that's like they can message me, so that way I just have as many options as possible. And so that's kind of where the tutoring stops right now. I found a tutor, and I'm going to meet her for the first time in like 2 weeks or something, and we'll see how it goes. And you know, I'll just kind of pick whatever tutor is best for me. So if this one doesn't work out, I'll, you know, find another and stuff. So you don't want to like settle, but you also don't want to be picky, like, oh, I want one with brown eyes and 5'4" and blah blah blah, you know, obviously. But yeah, so that's where I stand right now. So yes, I'm going to take Japanese lessons or tutoring once a week for now, and yeah, we'll see how that goes. I really want to learn the language, and I want to do it fast. Not fast, but I want to like know right now. Like, I'm in that zone where it's like, I want it all right now, please. So anyways, that's where the tutoring stands. And now on to the Concordia. We did sign me up. I'm going to go in the summer, and then also this summer I'm going on a school trip to Italy because they invited some students, and I amazingly got picked to go. I mean, you had to pay and stuff, but like they invited me, so I'm also doing that. So I'm doing a lot this summer, which is insane. But yeah, so I'm going to do that for a week or two, and then I'm going to go to Concordia for a month. So that's where I stand with that. Then I was like, I need to know what I'm going to do in Japan. Because in my mindset right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to learn as much Japanese as I can before college, and then I'm going to take it in college and then study abroad, maybe finish my university in Japan or just live there. That's where I stand right now. Not sure long term, like, do I want to live there for the rest of my life, or do I want to live there for a good 3 years, then come back and visit every once in a while? That I'm not sure. I'm not sure the logistics, but I for sure would like to a year, just to really dive into it all. So that's where I stand right now, and I was like, well, I'm gonna need to know, well, what major I'm gonna do and how I'm gonna be able to do that. So obviously I know, like, I mean, like I said, with my, like, you know, obsessive, like, researching, I kind of have an idea. But, so then this was all over winter break, where it's like I was thinking, what am I going to be able to do? How am I going to be able to do this? I decided to ask some of my teachers, because yesterday after school I was busy, so I wasn't able to talk. So I asked one of my, she's not my teacher, but a staff member at my school, and I asked about Concordia, like, would I be able to get school credit? And I will be able to. It just, I have to like write a report and stuff, and we'll have to see whether it's a half or full credit, so that's awesome. And then also I talked to like my college counselor about all this stuff and how can I prep. What schools are available if I want to go into Japanese studies and stuff like that, and also what majors go along with that, because you know, you can major in Japanese, you can major in interpretation, or you know, there's 1,000 different you know, majors. So we were just talking, and basically he said I'm asking all the right questions and stuff, and so if I get a tutor, we might be able to hook that up with like my school so I get credit for it, but I'm not going to do that because it's too late and my schedule's too full already. So that could be something next year. And then also next year, if I take either Rosetta Stone or if I do independent study or PSEO, I'd be able to get college and high school credits for PSEO, and then just high school for independent study. So I might be able to learn Japanese as a language and also get high school and possibly college credit. So I'm considering that. Like I said, I want to get as much done so that way I can go to Japan sooner, because there's requirements. You can't go as like a newbie. You have to be, you know, you have to take Japanese or whatever for as many years and blah blah blah. It depends for each college and each study abroad program, but generally you need to know it a little bit before I go into it. So the sooner I can get done, if I do PSEO, I get high school and college credit. The sooner I can do all that, the sooner I can go, and the sooner I can, you know, execute my dream. So we just talked about that and stuff, and he's gonna do some research and then get back to me in like 2 weeks or 3 weeks, because he's really swamped with the new semester coming in. So basically that's where I stand with that. See what, you know, what are my options, and I can always make a video. This could be a series. It will be. If you have any ideas for names of series, leave them down below. But yeah, so that's where I stand with that, is basically I have to figure out what I was thinking as I could teach English in Japan, but I know that's what everyone does, but that would be easy for me, and English is one of my strongest suits, and also I've always kind of wanted to be a teacher, so it's like not a bad idea, but it's also, I don't know how realistic it is, so we'll have to see. So sorry if I was like all around the board there. I wasn't sure how to like, you know, have that flow and express all my ideas and my thoughts to you. So hopefully that made sense, and any questions you have down below, I will answer them. But basically, what's really cool is about this, like I said, I've never known what I wanted to be when I grow up, or what I want to major in, or where I want to go to school, because I don't really like Minnesota. I was like, I don't want to go here, but out of state tuition is a lot, and I don't know what state I want to go to, and all this. And I'm a free spirit in the fact that I just want to do whatever, and no responsibilities. Well, not no responsibilities, but just no, I don't want to be, you know, nailed in 100%. This is my answer. I'm going to do this job for the rest of my life. And I've always wanted to just kind of get away. Oh, my camera's about to die. Shoot. But I've always just wanted to get away, and this is what's right for me. Is even my mom said, like, this just seems right. What I want to do is go to Japan and live there, and it's amazing to see this all unravel before me. So I've been wanting this moment for a long time, and I'm very glad it came. But anyways, so yeah, sorry if that video is everywhere, but basically it was just me telling you guys my dream coming true right before my eyes, and me actually having a goal or pursuit in life. So that is amazing. My camera's about to die, so I should probably start wrapping this up. But like I said, any questions, you can also ask me on Facebook and Twitter, and I made an Instagram. Same username as always, Ericka Talks. So I will be mainly posting photos there, and then Twitter's for statuses, and then Facebook is only for YouTube, so in case you want to get a general idea. But I will respond to your guys' messages and tweets. But yeah, I want to thank you guys so much for just kind of going along with me, and if you've been following me on Twitter, you know I've been kind of tweeting about this little expedition. So if you kind of want to know about my life, follow me there for sure. But anyways, if you, like I said, any questions down below, because I don't think I was very smooth, but all the links will be in the description box, including my social media and all the websites and like YouTubers and stuff that I mentioned. So yeah, I will continue to make these videos as it progresses, but this is like the introduction, so that's why it was like everywhere. But anyways, hopefully it'll be fun as you guys kind of watch me as my life kind of unravels before me. And you know what? If I ever do go to Japan, you better believe I'll be making vlogs and stuff in Japan for sure. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!